तस्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वं सच्चित्सुखं परमहंसगतिं तुरीयं यत्स्वप्नजागरसुषुप्तिमवैति नित्यं तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कळमहं न च भूतसङ्गः प्रातर्नमामि मनसा वचसामगम्यं वाचो विभान्तिनिखिलायदनुग्रहेण यन्नेति नेति वचनैर्निगमा अवोचुः तं देवदेवमजमच्युतमाहुरग्र्यं प्रातर्नमामि तमसः परमर्कवर्णं पूर्णं सनातनपदं पुरुषोत्तमाख्यं यस्मिन्निदं जगदशेषमशेषमूर्तौ रज्ज्वां भुजङ्गम इव प्रतिभासितं वै रज्ज्वां भुजङ्गम इव प्रतिभासितं वै। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। We have completed first chapter of Shvetashvatara Upanishad. The main teaching is over, and from the second until the end, till the sixth chapter, it is the same idea which will be repeated in the different ways. So whatever the Rishi has to say, whatever he got the revelation, it is done in the first chapter. Now it is manana for himself and for us also. So yesterday we introduced the second chapter. Second chapter has 17 mantras. The focus is on yoga abhyasa, yoga vishaya. So yoga vishaya means how to meditate, what is the importance of meditation, and what is the phalam, what happens when you meditate for long years, and through meditation what is the phalam. This is spoken in these 17 mantras. So yesterday I was telling Yoga Sutra, or in the form of Ashtanga Yoga, is very important for a Vedantic student. Yoga Abhyasa is very much recommended, whereas Yoga Darshana or Yoga Siddhanta is very much refuted. So don't change the thing. Yoga Abhyasa is needed, Yoga Siddhanta is not needed. You should not say Yoga Siddhanta is needed and Yoga Abhyasa not needed. That don't change. So in Ashtanga Yoga, Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. These are the 8 limbs of yoga. In that we were seeing Yama. Yama has 5 subdivisions or 5 important points to call it as Yama. Not that Yama, south facing or in southern direction Yama. If you don't follow this, life will be in Yamasthiti only. The first thing is Ahimsa, we saw. As much as possible, not disturbing the mental peace of somebody. I am not talking from the Kshatra or Dharma point of view. I am talking from the Vedanta point of view, Sadhana point of view. When it comes to Dharma, Ahimsa can't be practiced 100%. So according to the context, it changes. In fact, the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, Titiksha, can be followed only to certain extent. If you follow Titiksha at the Kshatra level, at the Dharma level, Dharma, when I say this Kshatra Parampara, protecting the nation, if Titiksha is more, then that becomes a violence. So too much of titiksha at kshatriya dharma is not good. But at the individual level, for a sadhana or for a seeker, it is okay. From the standpoint of jnani, nothing is okay or everything is okay. So you should balance both. At sadhana level, titiksha only for me, but yet I contribute to the public because I am in the society. So you should not use the atma sadhana, the individual sadhana, titiksha, and then say these mishappenings or disturbance happening in the society, I am not cared of. I will do my sadhana. சமத்த வீட்டில் உட்காந்து சாப்பிட்டு ஆறாம ஜபம் பண்ணி தூங்குறேன் அப்படி சொல்லக்கூடாது. So there some kind of direct or indirect contribution has to be there, because we receive many things from the public, from the society, from the nature. Anything which happens against our dharma, so we have to respond it according to our might. And at the same time, in the eyes of jnani, there is nothing called adharma or dharma, because that jnani is dharmatita, atma is dharmatita. So properly we should handle such words. So ahimsa, satyam, as much as possible, let us speak truth. If we are not able to speak truth, let us be in maunam. That is very important. And next is astheyam, not possessing anything illegitimately. If it is mine, it will come to me. If it is not mine, it won't come to me. Simple. If that value is there, good. Astheyam, brahmacharya, celibacy. For a brahmachari, brahmacharyam is very much needed. For a sannyasi, brahmacharyam is needed, mandatory. For a grihastha, okay, depending on the situation, age, you have to decide. And aparigraham, this is where yesterday we were seeing aparigraham, parigraha. Whatever you possess, it should be legitimate. Even if you earn and Swami, this is my money, I will save, I will earn, I will do whatever I want, fine. But if you are an artha and artharthi bhakta, you can do whatever you want. If you are a jignasu and jnani bhakta, you have to reduce whatever you have procured from your own hard-earned money. Anything more in your house or in your sadhana place, in your puja room or in your sadhana room, item should be less. If you want to decorate your house with lot of items, keeping everything in the corner, one amma told, because I had gone to their house, I said, what is this so many items in your house? Because my mind only goes in seeing doshas, because that is how Bhagavan has made me. People will call me, even in my Purvashram where I was working, after everything is complete, they used to call me. Can you see anything negative here in this place? Then I used to go there and then say, oh, so many things we could not see only. So here also in ashram, after everything I just have to go and see, and we can find out 10 numbers. So I went to one house, I said, a lot of items is there. There is a sofa, don't mistake, we will take some time. There is sofa, you can't extend your hand like this. Next to sofa there is one item. Here you cannot do. Next here there is some one item. Then I asked that Amma, why so many items you have kept? Ethnic beauty, Swami, she said. House has to be seen very serenic beauty. And I said, you remove everything and keep whatever is required. No, then if my husband speaks from the room, I cannot hear. Echo will come. That was the answer. And ಸಾಮಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ದಿ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಸಮ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್, reduction of items is better for a sadhak, at least here in this regard for a yogi, because some dust will come, you have to keep on washing, and you are giving way for all this urnanabhihi to make its place. Then if we say that remove that, then you will say ahimsa, you should not do. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆತಲೇ ಇದು ಮನೇಲಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಸಾಮಾನೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಹಿಂಸಾ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಿಲ್. ಇಫ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ನೋ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಹೈಡ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದಿ ಮೂರ್ತಿ, isn't it? A flower vase is there and it feels very decorative when everybody comes, it looks nice, you can take a selfie, but behind that flower vase there will be a lizard, isn't it? And when you say you hit the lizard up till, no, ahimsa. What made that lizard to come? The decorativeness. Think. Not required. The showing off for a sadhaka is not required. So we should be very careful to what extent we can extend our hands in making our house or wherever we are very decorative, very serenic, very beautiful. So beauty has to lie here in the eyesight, they say. Beauty has to lie in the beholder. Something like that. So the beauty should be here. Let us enjoy the nature as it is. Let us not do anything. Just a suggestion, I know you won't listen, but just it is my duty to tell. So that is aparigraha. Second thing is, Patanjali says, aparigraha means not accepting any gifts. The first meaning I told is very casual meaning. The proper meaning is not accepting any gift. If somebody gives 100 rupees or a clock, when you go to marriage or some function, they give some clock or tumbler, whatever. You should say, if you are a sadhak, he says, don't accept. Because it is an additional samsara, it comes with a baggage of karma. Then Swami, I have given or I have taken knowingly or unknowingly, they have called for their wedding, I have to give, so replace the karma back, you give it back. A cooker is given on a marriage day, you give stove. So this only happens, isn't it? A clock has come, you give fan, something. Or a blouse piece is very nice. The same blouse piece gets repeated in every house during Gauri and Deepavali or whichever function. That 50 rupees blouse piece, where all it goes? It goes to America, isn't it? Same thing. Aparigraha. Less. You can clear, there are people, you should not feel bad if somebody gives a gift as adhata with respect. How can I say no? Okay, I will take. There are people who will say I will take. After they go, I will give it to somebody. Or I will use it for some time, then I will give it. So that they will also not feel bad. I will also have the satisfaction that, okay, I used for some time and I gave. These are all the ways mind will cheat. You can say directly, I have stopped accepting gifts. Please don't mind. There are people who will say that. Most of the Veda Vidyarthis or Ganapatis I know here in South India, they have made a statement. Before they come to ashram, they say, Swami, I have taken a sankalpa of aparigraha. I know I am coming to an ashram. I have to do a seva for you. I will not charge anything. So that is one there. And second thing is, because of the vow of aparigraha, may you not give anything. Openly they say. One is they can't maintain, whatever be the case. Second thing is the purity of the mind. If they have to chant Vedic mantras properly without ashuddhi or without this thing, swaras, ashuddhi or whatever it is, and without any disturbance in the mind, even for a person who is meditating, aparigraha is very important. Accepting gifts is an obstacle. If you want, you buy. So this aparigraha and astayam has a link. Not possessing, illegitimate, whatever is there, reducing. One day anyway we have to reduce, with knowing or without knowing at the old time, isn't it? So think properly. That is aparigraham. These are all yamaha. Very important. Only following this comes dhyanam, samadhi. Where are we? We are interested in samadhi palam. I want to sit and get all the visions, whatever those people tell. But we are not able to practice on this. Second, niyama. Even niyama has very tough. Just as yama is very tough, niyama is also very tough. Niyama is specifically for grihastha, they say in the Bhashyam, in Yoga Sutra. Vyasa says niyama is for a grihastha, yama is for a sannyasi. Not being so, because both are equally important. First is shaucham, purity, mental and external purity. Taking bath is very much required. Minimum twice, maximum up to you. Minimum morning and evening, bath has to be taken, head bath. Headache will come, migraine is there, all this will start. So up to the properties of the body. Whatever is your body comfortable, you can do. Shaucham, santoshaha, very much required. Contentment, truptihi. Whatever I have, I should feel satisfied. If it has to come, it will come. Let us have desires, let us work for it. If it doesn't come, fine. If it comes, fine. Equally okay. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Tapas, austerity, upavasa, vratas, especially mauna vrata, very much required. One of the best form of tapas is upavasa and mauna. Both put together, if you do on Ekadashi day, wonderful. If you roam everywhere on Ekadashi day and then say upavasa, you will get phalam 50%. If you are near your Ishtadevata on Ekadashi day, be it Shiva or Krishna, and practice sadhana, japa, dhyanam and talk less on Ekadashi day, phalam is more. So tapas has to be there. Swadhyaya, study of scriptures. Whatever is the scripture, be it Upanishad Adhyayanam, Stotra Parayanam, reading books of Mahatmas, all come under Swadhyaya. Something to look for in our life so that we become a more matured person. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, whatever you do, puja, japa, dhyana, even the study of Vedantic scriptures is to make the mind mature. So studying Swadhyaya, studying Mahatma's life stories and doing all the Adhyanam makes the mind pure and mature. And finally is Ishvara Pranidhana, accepting everything as Bhagavat Sankalpa, and the prasada is Ishvara Arpana, Karma Yoga Bhavana is Ishvara Pranidhana. I offer all my activities, sacred and secular, to Bhagavan, and I equally accept whatever be the prasada from him. Ishvara Arpana, Bhavana and Prasada Buddhi. So these all put together is Niyama, Yama Niyama. Very important. Third is Asana. Now only comes Asana. If you practice all this without any inhibitions, you can sit. Or else you will do like this, that's all. Asana, some comfortable posture which can help your mind and the body. Preferably Sukhasana, crossed leg, Sthiram Sukham Asanam, Patanjali. For healthy meditation, comfortable posture, preferably crossed leg. You can take back rest, or now the asana comes with the back rest only. So they have made everything for us to be dependent. So you can use that. Wall is not required, you can have that. So that the business also, that the asana business also keeps on moving. So asana, pranayama, pranic discipline, regulated breathing, you know, analoma, viloma, so many pranayama techniques are there. 112 techniques are there, Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. இந்த பேர் கேட்டாலே ஏதோ பண்ணணும்னு தோன்றது நமக்கு. சும்மா பிராணாயாம சொன்னால் நமக்கு இல்லை. விஜ்ஞான பைரவ தந்திரா என்ன இருக்குதில்ல, நாங்கள் கற்றுக்கலாமா? விஜ்ஞான பைரவ தந்திரா ஃபஸ்ட் இது பண்ணணுமே, யம நியமா. ஃபார் 10 values we need 10 janmas. We have to make sankalpa. Ahimsa, next I will practice only next janma ahimsa. After this birth. Aprama, Satyam. Each value is so tough to follow. And this person says, I am everything. Astheyam. We have been, anyways, I have told, if I extend more, it is not problem. So each value is very important. So pranayama, many methods of pranic practices are there. You take from left, throw from right, right to left, increase the duration, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 2, something 4, 8, 12, so that you practice all this with a guru, yogic guru. You don't practice by yourself. If it stops here somewhere, then somebody has to come. Pratyahara, withdrawing the sense organs at will, very important. Sense organs are withdrawn, Swami. In the class, I can doze off. At the sleep also, senses are withdrawn. At will is very important. Just like tortoise can take all its organs inside, you should be at will to take all this jnanendriya, karmendriya inside the heart. When you sit at the seat of meditation, few seconds here and there it might go. Maximum within 10 seconds, you should be able to abide in your nature. Or at least practice what you are doing, some japa, dhyana, whatever it is. So pratyahara. Dharana. Once fixed the sense organs at the heart, then focus on your chosen form, Ishtadevata. Or Prakriti, nature, preferably Ishtadevata. Fixing the attention on the Ishtadevata. Dharana. Dhyana, 7th. You all know. Holding the thought in that particular object where you have fixed for a length of time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. To start with, 1 minute. 1 minute you try, consciously you try. 1 minute, I will not distract my thoughts apart from the thought of my Ishtadevata. You try, very tough. We are all Alankara Vidyarthis. Books and books are written on this dhyana, different ways of meditating. Prana, regulating the prana is also called as dhyana because your focus is on the attention, either inhalation, exhalation or kumbhaka. And the 8 is samadhi, total absorption in that chosen object. You become the object, you become the upasya devata. There will be no individuality, you become that devata itself. So this is yoga abhyasa. This is dvaita or advaita. You becoming some object is dvaita. That is why Siddhanta is not okay. But abhyasa is very nice. If you do, you meditate on Atma and you become the Atma, that is fine. That is Nididhyasana. But that is not Dvaita, it is Advaita. Anyways, these are the main points in Ashtanga Yoga. So this is what the second chapter highlights. With this background, you will see the first mantra. Yunjanah pratamam manaha.
Yunjanah pratamam manaha.
Tattvaya savita dhiyaha.
Tattvaya savita dhiyaha.
Agner jyotir nichaya.
Agner jyotir nichaya.
Prithivya adhya bharat.
Prithivya adhya bharat.
Yunjanah pratamam manaha.
Yunjanah pratamam manaha.
Tattvaya savita dhiyaha.
Tattvaya savita dhiyaha.
Agner jyotir nichaya.
Agner jyotir nichaya.
Prithivya adhya bharat.
पृथिव्या अध्या भरत.
So the Rishi is giving a task to Surya Bhagavan. Why Surya Bhagavan? Because he might be a Vaidika who is a Sakshi to all the karmas, or he might be an Upasaka. Surya Bhagavan is the pathway we have seen in Ishavasya. And in the Dhyanam also, Surya means in the Yoga Siddhanta also, Surya holds a prime position. Because for all the Ashtanga Yoga, the significator, the Karaka is Surya. Karaka for Pranayama, Karaka means significator. Pranayama is Surya. Asana, Surya. So Surya Bhagavan is very much important if you want to excel in yoga. If you want to excel in Jyotishya, Surya Bhagavan. Everything is Surya. Pratyaksha Devata after Matu. So here he is making putting an application to Surya Bhagavan, saying that let my mind and sense organs focus on that higher idol. You Surya Bhagavan, may you bless me in my goal. That is the prarthana. Savita, ಯಾರು ಕರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ Savita ಯಾರು ಬಂದರೂ ಹಾಗೆ. Savita means, see now you know here. Savita, Pullinga or Strilinga? Pullinga. Pullinga. Savitru Shabdah. Savitru Shabdah, it is a Pullinga, but unfortunately ladies will have Savita name, just as Gayatri, Savita is there. Maybe they might act as Pullinga after keeping the name. So that is the thing. Anyways, Savita, ಯಾರನ್ನೋ ಕರೆದಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಥರ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ. युंजानः, हे सूर्य भगवान और मैं सूर्य भगवान. युंजानः, युज धातु, may unite. What Surya Bhagavan should unite? Prathamam manaha. Yunjanasan Prathamam manaha. As the first step, Prathamam means at the seat of meditation, the goal is to unite with Brahma. May you unite Manaha Tattvaya. Tattvaya means what? To realize the truth. Manaha and Diyaha Yunjana. To realize the truth, may Surya Bhagavan at first help me unite Manaha and Diyaha. Manaha is Manaha, Diyaha is Indriyaha. Here, Diyaha takes the name of Indriyas. Let the sense organs and mind unite itself at first to realize Tattvaya, the truth. Okay. Where should I realize the truth? Prithivya. In this bhumi means in this sharira. Here Prithivya means in the body. In the body. Adhyabharat. All Vedic usage. Very tough to give the meaning without commentary. Means without the help of commentary. Adhyabharat is equal to Adhyabharat is Adhya Aharat. Adhyabharat. Abharat is equal to Aharat. You have to change the word with respect to meaning. Abharat, change it to Aharat. Aharat means unite this Jivatma with Paramatma. Not literally in the Vedantic way, in the Lakshyartha way. May you give this Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Jnanam in this body, that let that understanding come. How should that understanding come? Agnir Jyotir Nichaya. That is the important word. Just as Surya Bhagavan has fire and light principle, similarly Atma and body are together. fire and light are intrinsic to Surya Bhagavan. For this Jivatma also, body and Atma are very intrinsic. So if you have to bifurcate between the fire and light, which is Saguna, which is Nirguna? Fire is Saguna, light is Nirguna. May you distinguish like that in the body, that body is Saguna in the form of a fire, and that light principle is the Atma within your body. May Surya Bhagavan help me to realize that truth. See how beautiful is the prayer. Agnihi Jyotihi. Agnihi means Shakha, the fire. Jyotihi means the effulgent light in that orb of Surya. Nichaya, may you identify. Nichaya is equal to identify. May you please identify the fire principle and the light in the Surya Bhagavan and extend it at the seat of your meditation. This Atma and the body for this Jivatma. Atma means Paramatma, and the body is very intrinsic for this Jivatma. May you identify and bifurcate just as you understood in the example of fire and light. This, Hey Surya Bhagavan, may you please bless me. This is the prarthana. Very nice prarthana. Next mantra. That's all. Nothing extra. Yuktena manasavayam.
Yuktena manasavayam.
Devasya savitussave.
Devasya savitussave.
Suvargeyaya shaktya.
Suvargeyaya shaktya.
Yuktena manasavayam devasya savitussave.
Yuktena manasavayam devasya savitussave.
Suvargeyaya shaktya.
Suvargeyaya shaktya.
There is no verb only in this, so you have to make a verb and complete the sentence. Savituhu. Again, Hey Surya Bhagavan, I am giving you another task. What is the task? You have to help me in realizing the truth in the first mantra. You have to bless me that I will put proper effort in this mantra. Blessing is one, putting effort is one. Effort maximum relies on oneself, but yet please bless me. Effort போடுறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் bless பண்ணுங்க இல்லையா? சுவாமி நாங்கள் எல்லாமே பண்ணுறோம், கல்யாணத்துக்கு எல்லாம் பண்ணுறோம், நீங்கள் அந்த ஜாதகம் கொஞ்சம் தொட்டு கொடுத்துட்டா ரொம்ப நல்லது. அது என்ன blessing? அதான் we will put efforts in identifying. Recently ஜாதகம் சொன்ன ஒரு கதை ஞாபகம் வருது. For many years one boy was boy only. He means he was a brahmachari. He never got into grihastha ashrama. He was trying many girls, nothing suited. So I said, I will pray. So it didn't happen. For 5 years they have been seeing, still he is single only. Because of that, father has gone to depression. Natural. Unnatural, but it has become natural. ஆகலை விடுங்க பரவாயில்ல, அப்படி இருக்கக்கூடாதா? சரி ஆகலை. So another family came. So they said, we are looking for a boy. Another family from a girl's side. Both are devotees. They were looking for a boy. Immediately this there is boy is there. I immediately asked, Gotra enna? They said, don't see more of Jatakam. You just, if Gotra is different, you go ahead, I told. அப்படியா நீங்கள் சொன்னால் ஓகே சுவாமி சரி ஆச்சு. Then I told, you please meet that person in Chennai. Both of them are in Chennai. You meet them. If it happens, fine. So the girl said, I have gone and met that we went to Swamiji and then this is what happened. We will see Jatakam. That boy side I have told, if Swamiji has told, okay, no seeing Jatakam, this is our Gotra, fine. So the girl side should be more careful. So they saw Jatakam 10 times, they showed all everything and it is matching. I told here it is matching, you go ahead. But it has to come from the horse mouth only. This is cow's mouth, it won't work. So it has to come. Then it is matching out of 26, 18, 36, 26 coming, fine. Then they met. Husband, both parents met in their house. Naturally, boy and girl can't meet in the house. They met in cafe. So after meeting, and the parents liked each other, and boy also liked. Girl did not like. And then a big male comes next to me. Swamiji, you should not do like this. You should not show this kind of a boy. What boy? I asked. Romba sadhu. He will not, whatever she tells, it is a good thing for her. Whatever that, because he is a sadhu, I have seen him. He is 31-year-old now. That Amma is 27 or 28. Whatever is it, I said, sadhu, it is good for you. Family is very rich. You ask him to sit, he will sit. You ask him to stand, he will stand. That Amma said, he doesn't know how to talk. If he does like this, what will happen with my friends? You should not suggest me this kind of a boy next time. எனக்கு பெரிய மேல் வருது. நான் நல்லதுக்கு தான் சொன்னேன். பாரு. ஸோ எதுக்கு சொன்னேன் தெரியல. ஏதோ ஜாதகம் விசாரம் வந்துட்டு தொட்டு கொடுங்க. நான் தொட்டு எல்லாம் தொட்டு கொடுத்து செட்டு பட்டி ஆச்சு. ஆனாலும் சரியா I don't want boy who is like this. I said it's a very good family. அப்புறமா இது வந்தது. நான் சொன்னேன் lot of things happened. நான் அது ஃபாலோ பண்ண மாட்டேன், இது ஃபாலோ பண்ண மாட்டேன். Monthly 3 days I will not sit. அதெல்லாம் வந்தது. ஓகே பரவாயில்ல, நீங்கள் ஏதோ பண்ணுங்க. அட்லீஸ்ட் யூ ஷுட் ஆல்சோ கெட், பிகாஸ் யுவர் ஃபாதர் இஸ் ஆஸ்கிங், தே ஆல்சோ நீட் ஒன். ஐ டோல்ட் தட் ஃபேமிலி, பாய் ஃபேமிலி, இதெல்லாம் சின்ன வயசு இப்போ பசங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. You don't get, because one is very traditional family, other is a non-traditional. One is freedom, one is license. So license என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ண, அது பண்ண மாட்டேன், இது பண்ண மாட்டேன். Every Saturday I have to go out, all these conditions. பாருங்க, look at my plight. For this only I have taken sannyasa. So இதெல்லாம் பண்ணி கடைசியாக then mail வந்தது. Then they sent a mail from next time Swami, you only bless the Jatakam, don't give any suggestion. வந்தது. சரி, ஓகே. ஸோ தெர் ஆர் பீப்புள் லைக் திஸ். ஸோ அப்போ டிசைட் பண்ணேன், நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம்லேருந்து ஐ ஷுட் நாட் சீ எனி ஜாத்தகம். நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் ரீசெண்ட் ஒரு 1 week பேக், நோ சீயிங் ஜாத்தகம் டிசைடட். We do it for good, but people will mistake like this. What to do? So in this mantra, why I am telling is, this mantra is, may Surya Bhagavan bless me in putting the effort. Savituhu devasya. Which mantra? Gayatri mantra. Simple. Ayyo, Gayatri mantra. That's Savituhu. Bhargo devasya. Savituhu devasya save. Save means anugraha. How is save anugraha? God only knows. Commentator says we have to avoid. That is why Vedic mantras have a different meaning. Save means anugraha, the grace. Let the grace of Surya Bhagavan, save sati, yuktena manasa vayam. See how the Rishi is praying, vayam. Let all of us put effort in knowing that Paramatma just by Surya Bhagavan's grace. Yuktena. Yuktena means once we have got the focused mind. Yuktena manasa. Yuktena manasa saha. Ello barattala. Yuktena manasa saha. Somewhere it comes. Once we have got the focused mind, let Surya Bhagavan help us in attaining. What is the attainment? Suvargeyaya Shaktya. Suvargaha means Swargaloka. In this context, moksha you have to take. Literally it means Swarga, take it as moksha, moksha padavi. Relative moksha is Swarga, Atyantika moksha is moksha only. Suvargeyaya Shaktya. Shaktya means let us put maximum effort in attaining this moksha padavi. So the shloka is on effort. The first shloka is on the grace, the prarthana. So what does this mean? To attain moksha, both is required. Ishvara anugraha, Guru ashirvadaha, and swaprayatna. We cannot just say that Ishvara is not blessing me or Guru is not blessing me. All three are required. In fact, the third is swaprayatna is more required. If swaprayatna, self-effort, towards moksha is there, Ishvara Anugraha and Guru's grace will not naturally be there. Ishvara will be happy to know that you are coming to my party, a party of being free. Guru will be always happy. வாங்கோ உள்ளே வாங்கோ, ரெண்டு கையை கூப்பிட்டு நான் உள்ளே எடுத்துக்கிறேன் உங்களை. ஏன்னா திஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் இஸ் லைக் திஸ். அவன் இப்படி இருப்பான், ஒரு கை குரு கொடுத்துருப்பான், இன்னொரு கை ஃபேமிலிக்கு இப்படி இருக்கு. ஸோ ரெண்டு இடத்துலையும் பிடிச்சுட்டே இருக்கு. குரு வில் புஷ் லைக் திஸ், திஸ் ஃபேமிலி will also he will land wherever is the gravitation, it will go like that, so it will go back only. இல்லையா? ஸோ ரெண்டு கையை கொடுக்கணும். ரெண்டு கை கொடுத்து குரு இந்த சைடு புல் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அப்புறமா வாங்க இப்படி அப்படியெல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா குருக்கு இந்த யமனியமால சரியில்லைன்னா he will also come with you. அப்புறமா we will everything becomes மகா இது சம்சாரம். Anyways, சுவர்கேயாய சக்தியா, let us put sufficient efforts in knowing this truth. So that you have to add a verb. Vayam yuktena manasa vayam prayatamahe. Prayatamahe is a word to be added. Let us work hard in achieving this. That is why sahana bhavatu sahanau bhunaktu. Both teacher has to put effort in communication, student has also put effort in proper listening and making notes and doing the revision again and again. Second mantra is done. Third mantra. Yuktvaya manasa devan,
युक्त्वाय मनसा देवान्
suvaryato dhiyadivam,
सुवर्यतो धियादिवम्
बृहज्योतिः करिष्यतः,
बृहज्योतिः करिष्यतः
सविता प्रसुवाति तान्,
सविता प्रसुवाति तान्
युक्त्वाय मनसा देवान्,
युक्त्वाय मनसा देवान्
सुवर्यतो धियादिवम्,
सुवर्यतो धियादिवम्
बृहज्योतिः करिष्यतः,
बृहज्योतिः करिष्यतः
सविता प्रसुवाति तान्.
सविता प्रसुवाति तान्.
Only by the grace of the Lord a person can implement his spiritual goal, is what the mantra says. Savita prasuvati. Savita prasuvati means what? Brihad jyotihi karishyataha tan. Brihad jyotihi. Brihad jyotihi means consciousness principle. That jyotihi, brihatvat jyotihi. That is Brahman. Karishyataha. Savita prasuvati. Prasuvati means let Surya Bhagavan make. Prasuvati means make. Let Surya Bhagavan make my mind dwell in this Brihad jyotihi. That is, may my mind absorb in that consciousness principle. Savita prasuvati jyoti karishyatah. The other meaning is, the commentator gives, may Surya Bhagavan bring me light, means may bring consciousness towards me, or may Surya Bhagavan reveal the consciousness, whichever way you can take. So another commentator says prasuvati means let the sense organs help me discover this Brihad Jyotihi. This is the nice reading. Savita prasuvati jyotih karishyataha. May Surya Bhagavan make my sense organs reveal this light of Brahman, the consciousness. How do you discover this consciousness? Through Jnanam, that is known. Brahman, or the consciousness which is in the form of Chaitanya Swarupaha, through Jnanam, let it get revealed, backed by mind and sense organs, because Yuktvaya is being told. Where is Yuktvaya? In the third mantra, first word. But that is not a correct usage in Sanskritam. Yuktvaya, there is no word. Yuktva is there. So in the brackets you have to make as yuktva. Since it is a Vedic usage, it is okay. But you should make it as yuktva. Yuktva manasa devan suvaryato dhiya divam. Not yuktvaya. So let the mind, again prarthana, let the mind and sense organs with the help of Surya Bhagavan identify that consciousness principle. Which dhyana shloka, which shanti mantra you can recognize or recollect for this third mantra? Yes. वांग में मनसि प्रतिष्ठितः मनो में वाचिः प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेति वेदस्य महानीस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेन होरात्रान् सन्धदामि. Where have you studied this? In which Upanishad have you studied this Gyara Shloka? Gottilla Upanishad, Swami. Ada. Here, have you done this, Swami? Have you done this? I don't think you have done this.
Aitareya, Swami.
Correct. Aitareya. Aitareya Upanishad. ಮರ್ತ್ಬಿಟ್ರಾ? ಐತರೆಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆ, ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆ. So, yuktva manasa deva. So that is one reading. Now we'll come to the other reading. Come back to the first line. Manasa devan suvaryataha yuktva. Here suvaryataha means going upwards. That is Svargaloka. Svargaloka is upwards. Devan has a different meaning. Here Devan means Indriyas, Indriyani. Manasa, same mind. Yuktva, let the mind and sense organs unite together and go upwards towards moksha. So these are the things which people think that moksha is up. If you take it verbatim, they think moksha is up. So going upwards means it is a concentration, that's all. Dhiya divam. Here dhiya means through spiritual knowledge. Because you cannot make dhiya as buddhi. Manas is there, devan is there. So manas part of antakarana, buddhi is also there. So dhiya has to be understood as spiritual knowledge. With the help of spiritual knowledge, with the unification of mind and indriyas, may Surya Bhagavan help us reveal that consciousness. Divam is Chaitanya Swarupam. So effort is required, grace is required. If I have to speak a truth which is a value, I have an interest to speak. Bhagavan's grace is also there. If I don't put effort, then that value of speaking truth won't happen. Similarly, I have an interest in spiritual knowledge. I want moksha. Bhagavan's anugraha is also there, but my effort is not there. It won't work. So very important. So all put together, I usually give the example of what? I usually give the example of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's example. Katri, scissor. What is that? Example. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ರಾಮಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
One is effort, one is
one is effort and one is grace.
grace.
So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, if you have to cut the piece of cloth, you need 2 blades. Try in one blade, it will go haphazard. It will be like Kovanam. Yeah. If you properly cut, it will have something you can put. So one knife is effort, the other knife is grace. So be like a knife. Appadina solra. So effort and grace is very important. Grace is always there. Effort is only not there. Tapping the grace, you need an effort. Yeah. grace, Bhagavan is Sarvavyapi. Guru's Ashirvada in the form of Ishvara Anugraha is Sarvavyapi. Everywhere it's there. I have to put effort without telling that Shani Dasha is going on. When Guru Dasha comes, I will put all efforts. Shani Dasha is the greatest Dasha, right Dasha to start spiritual life. Ilya. Rahu Dasha is very good. இப்போ போருக்கிறதுனால சொல்லணும் இதுதான். Rahu is very good. ஏன்னா தெர் இஸ் ரொம்ப நாளாச்சு. Which graha will give sannyasa? Or somebody asked a message to me, because my chart was there with many of the astrologers, noted astrologers. So I failed one of my teacher only who taught me astrology. He said, Swami, looking at your chart, you can never become a sannyasi. This is not a chart of sannyasi only. I studied under him for 5 years, and he's a very noted person. I'll not tell the name. He's in Bangalore. That much is enough. I said, okay, fine. After the class, I went, because this is off topic. After the class, I went. Many people obstructed to me to wear this cloth. There were tantrics who blocked my path. Then they said, no, we will see to that you will not become. And the astrologers also said, no, you will not become. I said, okay, wait, we will see. And later on, after taking sannyasa, after 2 years he had come. And he did namaskar and said, prediction failed. So then he asked, how is it, Swami, that in this dasha you are getting this yoga patta in the sannyasam? Shani has to give, Guru has to give. For you, Rahu has given. How is it possible? So, can you ever imagine that Rahu can give sannyasa? I am the case. So, any graha can give that. So, there is a logic behind it. We will not go into details. So, the thing that, okay, this graha has to give me this phala, it will not work always. Any graha can give anything. In fact, Rahu has the power of all 9 devata, all 9 grahas. He can do whatever he wants, do or mar. In our ashram, many people have Rahu Dasha, or Rahu's influence are there in our ashram more. So, இது என்ன சொல்லாலும் எடுக்காது. Anyways, coming back. 4th mantra. युञ्जते मन उत युञ्जते धियो विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः. It is a Vedic mantra. In fact, all these 4 mantra are taken from Rigveda. This 4th mantra is taken from Rigveda, 5th mandala, 81st section, 1st mantra. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. युञ्जते मन उत युञ्जते
युञ्जते मन उत युञ्जते
धियो विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः.
धियो विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः.
धियो विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः.
धियो विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः.
विहोत्राधदेव युना विदेक.
विहोत्राधदेव युना विदेक.
इन्महि देवस्य सवितुः परिष्ठुतिः.
इन्महि देवस्य सवितुः परिष्ठुतिः.
इन्महि देवस्य सवितुः परिष्ठुतिः.
इन्महि देवस्य सवितुः परिष्ठुतिः.
युञ्जते मन उत युञ्जते धियो विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः.
युञ्जते मन उत युञ्जते धियो विप्रस्य बृहतो विपश्चितः.
विहोत्राधदेव युना विदेक इन्महि देवस्य सवितुः परिष्ठुतिः.
विहोत्राधदेव युना विदेक इन्महि देवस्य सवितुः परिष्ठुतिः.
All four mantras are taken from Rigveda. Beautiful mantra, famous mantra. In fact, these 4 mantras, or rather this mantra, they quote often saying that yoga is part of Veda. Yoga Siddhanta is part of, when somebody refutes yoga, they say it is there in the Veda, see the reference. Yoga yunjate, the word yoga has come. Very important. Anyways, third line first. What is the third line? Vayuna videkaha. Vayuna. Vayunavit. Vit means karma sakshi. Vayunavit is karma sakshi. Vayanam. Where have we seen this word Vayanam? Ishavasya Upanishad. Which mantra? We will see tomorrow, Swami. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಂಭಕದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಅಗ್ನೇ ನಯ ಸುಪಥಾರಾಯೇ ಅಸ್ಮಾನ್ ವಿಶ್ವಾನಿ ದೇವ ವಯುನಾನಿ ವಿದ್ವಾನ್ ಯೋಧ್ಯಸ್ಮಜ್ಜುಹುರಾಣಮೇನ. 100 ಸತಿ ಈಶಾವಾಸ್ಯ ಓದಿದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿಶ್ವಾನಿ ದೇವ ವಯುನಾನಿ ವಿದ್ವಾನ್ ಯೋಧ್ಯಸ್ಮಜ್ಜುಹುರಾಣಮೇನಃ ಭೂಯಿಷ್ಠಾಂತೇನ ಮಹುಕ್ತಿಂ ವಿಧೇಮ. There it was told, hey Surya Bhagavan, you be the karmadhyakshah, karma sakshihi for all the karmas I have done. That is why in the yaga, after the completion of Purnahuti, the Yajamana along with Panchapatra Uddharana and the Patni will do the Pradakshina for the Homakunda, showing that this yaga, the Agni is the Sakshi for whatever yaga I have done, Homa I have done until now. So here Vayuna means Vayuna with Ekaha. Ekaha, that Paramatma, let him see all the karmas I have done until now. Because he has started the spiritual sadhana, he wants Bhagavan or Surya Bhagavan to be the Sakshi. Means what? With is karmadhyakshaha Bhagavan. This shows that one should start the spiritual life with religious life. Spiritual sadhana should start with a religious attitude. Start with puja. Start and end, don't continue. You start in some time and end after some time. That ending has to be there. Religious life is very much required. Without religion, Swami Paramarthananda says, philosophy is incomplete. Without religious life, philosophical study is incomplete. Only philosophy, no religious life, it becomes very dry, he says. Both put together is required. So karma vayunani videkaha means let I start my spiritual life with some spiritual religious activities, some puja, some japa, some parayana, to keep the mind occupied in my lakshyam, the goal of getting moksha or realizing my real nature with Paramatma, or real nature being Paramatma. Can you remember Kagga? Ramananach. Sullave illa.
ದೇವಮಂದಿರ ಭಜನೆ.
ದೇವಮಂದಿರ ಭಜನೆ, ಪೂಜೆ ಪ್ರಸಾದಗಳು, ಜೀವನದ ಅಲಂಕಾರ, ಮನಸ್ಸಿನುದ್ಧಾರ, ಭಾವಮಂ ಕ್ಷುಲ್ಲ ಜಗದಿಂದ ಮೇಲೊಯ್ಯುವುದು, ಆವುದಾದಡು ಒಳಿತು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ದೇವಮಂದಿರ ಭಜನೆ, ಪೂಜೆ ಪ್ರಸಾದಗಳು, ಜೀವನದ ಅಲಂಕಾರ, ಮನಸ್ಸಿನುದ್ಧಾರ, ಭಾವಮಂ ಕ್ಷುಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿಸಿ ಜಗದಿಂದ ಮೇಲೊಯ್ಯುವುದು. The kshulla means the kleshas of the world pertaining to this body and world. Bidisi jagadinda meloyuvudu means moksha, visa suvargyaya. Avudadodu olitu mankutimma. Whatever be it, may you practice something. I think this is 499th Kagga. One more Kagga on the same lines are there. 492nd Kagga, if I remember. ಬಹಿರಂತರೈಕ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೆನಪಿಗಾಗಿಸಲೆಂದು ವಿಹಿತಂ ಆಚಮನ ಅರ್ಘ್ಯ ಪೂಜೆ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಗುಹೆಯೊಳಗಣ ಹೊರಗಣದ ಕೂಡಿಸುವುದುಪಾಯ ಸಹಭಾವದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಬಹಿರಂತರೈಕ್ಯವನ್ನು, ಬಹಿಹಿ ಅಂತಹ ಐಕ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೆನಪಿಗಾಗಿಸಲೆಂದು ವಿಹಿತಂ ಪೂಜೆ ಆಚಮನ ಅರ್ಘ್ಯ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಗುಹೆಯೊಳಗಣ ಹೊರಗಣ ಕೂಡಿಸುವುದುಪಾಯ ಸಹಭಾವದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. The in and out are both one and the same. May you unite the external puja and your inner consciousness are one and the same. Saguna Ishvara outside, Nirguna Brahma inside. May you come to that state with this external worship. Kagga 492, 499 if I am not mistaken. So something religious life is required to start with and to end with also you have to do, because that is our focus. If you focus only on religious life, it is incomplete. Most of the people start their religious life at 60. What should we tell? And they come and say, na adu pandre. The people will ask, see, I am not criticizing. They have gotten the time or whatever the prarabdha has fructified now, but they had time. At 60, if you come and ask, na sandhyavandana pandanuma, agnihotram pandanuma, ninga agniku poporalipo, ippo agnihotram pandanum sonna eppadi illaya? So you should do that and stop. Adu varadu. Many people will not have the lakshyam. What is that I have come for this jagat and what am I doing? Ramana Maharshi used to always tell to Muruganar, his disciple, Vanda Valiyapar, edukku vandirukko adu andha vele pannungo. Do for what you have come to this world. Do that. Muruganar, I think Muruganar or Annamalai Swami, if I am not mistaken, who was a contractor in the Ramana Ashram. Contractor means he is a civil engineer. He used to make, with the blessings of Ramana Maharshi, he used to build all the compound now you see in Ramana Ashram was laid, the foundation was laid down by Annamalai Swami. So he used to always see that kitchen should be there, that room has to be there. And the story goes, I will not tell the story, it is very, actually spiritually it is very nice to read the life history of Annamalai Swami. He asks Swami, because he used to take the help of both women and men in building in making the construction. So Annamalai Swami used to ask, how to overcome lust? I am not able to, because adala vere barutte and the spiritual life, because I am employing women also. While they doing their work, my mind is not in the lakshya what I am seeing something else. So beautifully Ramana Maharshi helps him to come out of that vritti, kama vritti. A beautiful life story of Annamalai Swami. So at that time he used to, every suggestion of Ramana Maharshi was to that Annamalai Swami was Vanda Valiyapar. After every conversation with him, edukka vandirke andha vele pannu. For what you have come to this jagat, you do that. Don't focus on anything else. So the lakshyam most of us doesn't know, especially the older people. Unfortunately, they don't know. At the age of 60, they ask, what is the lakshyam? What should we tell? 60 வயசு போயிடுச்சே, ரொம்ப சொல்லி நமக்கு இன்னும் கில்ட்டி ஃபீலிங் பண்ணாதீங்க சுவாமி. ஆல்ரெடி we are in guilty feeling. Don't tell more. So very important. So a religious life is important. We have to start and end. Focus is moksha, atma jnanam, jnana vichara, shastra study is very important. So that word vayunam is very important. Vayunam karmadhyakshaha. Vayunam. So Bhagavan has prescribed this spiritual practice for the benefit of humanity. Next. Vipraha, second line. Vipraha means the Vedic students who have studied the Vedas. Manaha yunjate. Where you see third line, second line, first line. Manaha yunjate. They focus their mind on spiritual path. How do they focus their mind on spiritual path? Vayuna videkaha. First start with religious life. Some puja. Nitya sandhya vandanam. If possible. If possible, more than enough. Sandhya vandanam is a composite of all the other sadhanas. Adu pannale podum. Viprasya. Pru. See, V is there, pra is there. V is a prefix. Pru is to fill. Vipra. So, Vipra is sarvavyapi. Vipra has Brahma meaning here. Vipra has Brahma meaning. The first Vipra is Vedic students. Brihate, the infinite one. Vipaschitaha. Vipaschitaha means Sakshi, Chaitanyam. Vividham pashyati chetayati iti vipaschitaha. Where is vipaschitaha in the second line? Hope you are getting. Viprasya brihate vipaschitaha. What is the meaning? Means for the realization of Brahman, all the Vipras, that is Vedic students, we all follow the spiritual path given by Bhagavan in the form of Vayuna with Ekaha. Now it makes sense? Yunjate mana uta yunjate dhiyaha. Next. Let the mind manaha and dhiyaha, indriyas, yunjate, let it come in contact. Uta means and. Mind and dhiyaha. At times and means cha, here and means uta. Now one grammatical point. Whenever a prefix and a verb is there, you cannot split that letters. In grammar, prefix and verb has to go together. So here you have vi a prefix and dadhe a verb separated. Vidadhe, it should be together. But Veda has split that. It is okay. But you have to put a bracket and make it together. Vidhade. Vidhade. Vidhade Vayuna. Hotra. Hotra here means all the spiritual exercises prescribed by the Shastra or the Bhagavan himself. When the spiritual practices have been described, Imani Savituhu Devasya Parishtutihi. Imani. In this manner, Savituhu Surya Bhagavan, that is Devaha, the effulgent one, Parishtutihi, we glorify the Surya Bhagavan. Parishtutihi means the stuti, the glorification. Parishtutihi kartavya. You have to supply the word called kartavyataha at the end to make the sentence complete. So here it is not complete. That is why Vedic mantras have a different meaning and different words. So parishtutihi kartavyataha kartavyam karoti. We in this manner, in what manner? Just as Bhagavan has to help us unite the mind and sense organs to moksha, he has given the spiritual practices in this manner. Savitaha parishtutihi, I do the stuti. Gottagtidya? Gottagilla andre bittbidi parayilla. Because many things we have left in life. This also you can leave, not an issue. ಆ ಥರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಾನೇ ವಯುನಾನಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಮಾನಿ ದೇವಸ್ಯ ಸವಿತುಃ ಪರಿಷ್ಟುತಿಃ. So Bhagavan has given the greatest gift for all of us. What is the greatest gift? Moksha is the greatest gift. He has given that, may you take by following this religious path. Some amount of religious path is required. Okay, we will stop here and then continue tomorrow. Om Sham Asatoma Sadgamaya
Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.